Hey folks, welcome back. Alrighty, so as you can see, I just got myself some battery power there at our good trusty forge. So I just discovered it, that's why my map is finally marked there. Now we just got done in the depths. I could have come here, before that last video, but I really just kind of wanted to wrap some of those things up in the depths, especially with the crystallized forges and whatnot. But this is kind of how you have to wrap up that whole mystery in the depths deal. Go ahead and talk to Josha again. Okay, and once we've got that, all we've got to do is demonstrate it for her. Alright folks, once all that jibber jabber is done, and you notice we got a large zonite, and guys, I keep forgetting to mention, we're going to need those for suit upgrades. So, while you're trading those in at forges, which is great, just keep in mind you're going to want some of those back to upgrade the zonite suit. So, I probably won't run myself down to 0 anymore, maybe, 15, 20 at the lowest. That way when, the time comes to upgrade the suit, I'm not hurting too bad for those things. Alright guys, now once we're done with that whole mystery in the depths quest, go ahead and talk to Robbie. And this is how we get into the Hotno research lab. Alright, so once we've made our way back to our cave here, looks like all my goodies have respawned in. Might as well take a quick moment. Everything sells in this game. I will definitely be selling a lot of bright clap seeds. I said bright clap. That's a happy clap. Bright cap. For some reason I thought there was more to that. Yeah, bright claps. I said it again, bright clap. Alright, now notice that sign is no longer there anymore. And here's our good friend Robbie. So now we can finally get our Sheikah Slate upgraded. Alright folks, so once you've got your sensor turned on, go ahead and talk to Robbie one more time. Now this is why we took the time to get pictures of 5 enemies. So now folks, if you don't have pictures of 5 enemies yet, it's okay. You can actually just kind of go out in the area here and get random pictures. It doesn't have to be anything specific. It can be a choo-choo, it can be a bird, it can be a bobkin, just any kind of enemy. As long as you got 5 pictures of those, you can come back and talk to Robbie. And get your Sensor Plus turned on. Now this is key, guys. This really enables us to search for literally anything we can take a picture of. Alright guys, so what I like to do is take a picture of my treasure chests and search for those, but for right now I just wanted to point out the condominium is activated, so if we want we could talk to the statue, but just keep in mind in doing so it's going to trigger a side quest. And if you really wanted to clear that side quest, you got to talk to the statue again, and it'll cost you 100 rupees to do so. So if you don't want to get caught up in all that, just, I would recommend not talking to this thing, at least not right now. Not until you actually want to buy a picture from it. Alright folks, so from here I'm going to head right back on over. Alright, so what I'm going to actually do now is go ahead and pull out my horse. And we are going to go on a random hunt. Randomstuff.com for this one. We are going to be all over the place. So what I'm going to do, just to kind of show you guys on the map where we're at, what we are doing, I am going to be kind of cheating a little bit. Not cheating, but when I did my Wetlands video, I actually meant to do something with those sky chunks that were falling. And I did use them as elevators, and yeah, that was part of it. And guys, I apologize, but I had meant to actually ride those things all the way up to get a couple of treasure chests. So right under the sky chunk here, there's, you know, some movable sky chunks you can ride back up to that island there. Get one treasure chest. And then right over here where I got this Korok Seed, there should be some more sky chunks down here. Once again, you can ride those up to that sky island and get yourself another treasure chest. Now that being said, I'll probably just get those offline sometime, you know, since I already kind of ran that video. But what I will do is hit these other ones kind of on our way here. In addition, there will be some shrines. In addition, there will be some caves. In addition, there will be some Hudson Puzzles. Like I said, guys, it'll just be kind of like a smorgasbord here. But first things first, I'm going to kind of hit this area. Then I'll circle back over this way for a couple of chests. Then I'll head out this direction. Some more chests, another Korok Seed. Yeah, just all sorts of goodies here. A couple of deals there. And ultimately, I'm going to be heading over here to the stable. There's also a cave over here. Treasure chest here on top of the stand. So yeah, lots and lots of goodies here. Now this is probably more of an earlier game area. And actually, before I get too involved here, I'm looking for a boss Bobkin. There he is. As I said in my tool-in video, when you guys see these, take the time to get them because we need these monster parts. So, you know, you might want to mark the map when we come across these things. That way you can kind of circle back through after blood moons and go after those monster parts again. Especially for the reds, because especially the leveling ones, makes the reds a little harder to come by. Alrighty, folks, so from here... Okay, so you're going to get some random enemies kind of walking around here. Be aware of them, especially if you got silvers in your game. Okay, I think that's the silver lighting up right now, as a matter of fact. And I like to stay in stealth around here just for insect gathering and other goodies. Oops. Now then again, you know, barbarian armor would probably help me with my weapons. Oh, and by the way, I broke off right before I started this video, and I did some looking around. And guys, I've got silver Lynels in my game. Booyah. Totally forgot to mention that in the start of the video here. So I went back and I checked this guy out. Sure enough, silver. So then, of course, I went back up here, and I killed another silver. So that being said, I went to Hyrule Castle, because I said I was going to do that, you know, just the very moment I saw my silver Lynels. And I went back around this lower part. So I did kind of run back through the upper part too, the floating area. But it wasn't really that impressive. I only got 1 or 2 random weapons that were even bumped. So, you know, I don't really need Royal Guard claymores and stuff anymore, at least not from here. So I just really, you know, I don't recommend rerunning that unless you're in need of something specific. But really the more impressive loot is down below. So on my first castle raid, I said, you know, the exciting stuff was up top and the boring stuff was down below, and that was true. You know, most of the treasure chests down here were soldiers or, you know, knights maybe. No bonuses whatsoever. But now, after you got your silver Lynels, now you'll find the goods. So all these towers, there should be a chest either inside or on the top of those things. Just about every single one has at least one chest. You know, those false walls you can blow up for chests behind the loose boulder walls. So, you know, just take a look at all these different levels while you're searching for your towers. Also jump down, you know, kind of look for those boulder walls to blow up. Just, you know, like I said, everything's going to be royal. Everything's going to be bumped. A lot of royal bows too, by the way, with bonuses. So, as you can see my loadout now, and I went ahead and spoiled myself just a little bit. I put a silver Lionel mace horn on that Royal Claymore there. So, yeah, all in all, not a bad... Oh, and before I even went to the castle, I was going around killing all my Stalnoxes again, the 5 that I have found so far in our walkthrough. And that's where I got most of these royal weapons from. So, yeah, just all in all, you know, the silver Lionel kills, the Stalnoxes, I was all set. I really didn't even have to go to the castle. I really just wanted to go back to the castle to kind of, you know, make sure I knew what was what, so I wasn't misspeaking in the video here. Alright, so that was that. Let's get back on track here. There should be a treasure chest around here somewhere. Might take me just a second to locate that. Actually, that chest might be in this cave that's right under me. That's what I'm thinking of. Something scared him off. Ah, man. I wonder what that was. The bats. Bats fly out of the cave. I wasn't even thinking about that. Oh yeah, there should be a silver Horrible in here. Okay, not silver. Well, if you're in the market for a traveler's bow, get your pictures now. Huh. Yeah. For whatever the reason, I thought that Horriblin was a leveling Horriblin, but apparently not. And that's okay. I don't need it, but that's a leveling chest, by the way, so if you hear really early game, that's probably going to be a soldier's or something or other. Oh, there it is. So, you know, a lot of times, guys, these wells aren't going to have anything earth-shattering, but you still want to discover them at least. So notice every time I discover a well, there's a little, you know, picture of a well that shows up in your map. Reason being is because we're going to eventually hit an NPC, and you can basically sell the wells to her. She wants to know the locations of them. So the more wells you have pinned on your map, the more rupees you'll get. And I think it's, you know, like 10, 20. It's not a lot per well. Actually, I think it's 10. So, you know, say you have 10 wells discovered, that's 100 rupees. So, you know, just the more you have, the better is all. And I just always take the time to at least discover it, whether or not I want whatever's inside. Oh, wow, check that out. I got something besides a cricket under a rock. Kind of excited about that, not gonna lie. Red rupee. That's not even a bad rupee. So in the Royal Hidden Passage, I actually found a couple of rocks with rupees. But it was like blue and green, so, you know, I didn't get super excited other than the fact it wasn't a cricket. Speaking of the devil. See, I'll definitely want to hit that Korok Seed as well. I got a blood moon coming. But honestly, I'm not in need of cooking anything right now, so I'm actually going to ignore this one. I know there's red bobkins here. I came in here earlier on in my walkthrough. I just wanted to know if there were any leveling. Apparently not. Alright, there we have our good friend the Korok Seed. So, real simple trip up the roadway here. Now, there's a bad boy nest here, but from what I remember, the chests around here aren't real good. But actually, this might be a decent one. I think this is an opal or a gemstone. If it's not an opal, it'll be like... Honestly, don't know what this is. I do know it's a gemstone, though. Opal, okay. So there should be 2 opals here then, if I remember right. I remember they were the same. That blood moon's about to make all these guys respawn right back in, so I am out of here. Alright, and there's one more in here, but I don't remember what this is for sure. Not only that... I know it's not a gemstone. Okay, not too shabby. Just to kind of show you on the map where all those were. Okay, so from here on to my yellow marker. Okay, now... There's a bad boy nest here. I just can't remember if that loot was worthwhile. But I'm going to hit it anyway just for the monster parts. And then there should be a Korok Seed around here too. Not hit him. I love the horse, guys. When I first started playing BOTW, I really didn't. I had trouble controlling it. I just, you know, I get irritated every time it ran into a freaking branch and, you know, just couldn't figure out what to do and couldn't run. So yeah, it took me time to really learn the horse and to appreciate it. But what I really miss is the ability to auto-call that thing, you know, on demand. So yeah, in this game, I just, you know, I don't use it a lot. But I do like to have it, especially when I'm roaming around, you know, like, for example, this video. I like launching off it for bow and arrow time. I like, you know, speeding up my travel without having to eat the meals all the time and so on. It's just, unfortunately, you just got to keep in mind you got to stay close to the thing. Alright, so yeah, probably not worth the loot. Now, I do want to see what kind of stick that is. Even though I really don't need it. Of course it's long throw. I should have known. So when I did my, you know, Hana or Stallnox killing, and I found those silver Lionels, man, I was getting the attack ups. Like, that's why my inventory is so full right now. Let's see here. Sky Chunks. Okay, so on the topic of Sky Chunks, folks, since we are here, and I'm going to try to... Maybe I should mark these as I go so I don't forget what I did and didn't get. We're simply going to ride this bad boy all the way up to the top. Okay, once you get up to the top, you can simply, you know, release. Now, it looks like I've already gotten this one. Oh, that's right. I think on my way over here to somewhere, I stopped off at this island to recharge stamina, got my chest, and I think I hit that one right after. Maybe, maybe not. I can't really remember. But okay, yeah, so I've already gotten this one. All good. But basically, guys, every single sky island in the game, sky chunks will fall. The problem is some of them are just too high up, and your recall will exhaust itself, you know, before it gets all the way up there. So unfortunately, you know, the ability to ride sky chunks back up to their respective sky islands is limited to the lower altitude sky islands. Okay, now there should also be a Korok Seed around here. There he is. Oh yeah, you can't use those. I wonder how many more times I was going to swing at that before I... Well, I guess I have the answer to that. I'll just go back and rewatch the video. Alright, so there is our good friend the Korok. Now, keeping in mind I need to keep my horse close. You know, I normally would just be able to fly over to my next POI, point of interest. Okay, let's see. I want to go... I think there's another Korok Seed on the bridge. On the bridge or under the bridge. I'll figure it out when I get there. Okay, so funny, I was just talking about, you know, that stable, and sometimes you'll find a broken roof while you're out and about. You just happen to have another one right here. Unless I got it in, yeah, there it goes. Alrighty, now there's another well here, speaking of wells. I think this one has a little side quest inside. Yeah. So this one's pretty straightforward. We just gotta fix the ladder there. Oh, wait. I think we have to talk to this one first. Alright, so all you really got to do is glue it back together there. Pretty easy 50 rupees to be made there. Now before I go cave diving, I'm going to look for this Korok here. Okay, so it's a pedestal. Alright, and there he is. See if I can sneak up on this one. There we go. That was a good turnout on the rupees on that one. You know what? That last cave I went in, I don't remember seeing a bubble frog. But I don't see a cave marked on my map. Wait, that was over here. I'm gonna have to run back over there and see what I did wrong. There should be a bubble frog in there. I don't remember getting one, so... I must have missed a false wall or something. Alright, so a little bit of a Horriblin nest in there, and I absolutely had a leveling Horriblin, a silver. So whatever he was holding is probably going to be a pretty good weapon drop, if I can figure out which one it was he was holding. Actually, they're all just kind of silly. Yeah, bouncy stick, I'll just forego that. Unless I'm in need, I don't think I am. There's my cricket. Wow. 2 rare gems out of that one stone, not bad. A couple of folks were just commenting about how terrible the loot is in this game, and of course, yeah, I agree. I've been complaining about that off and on. You know, the rock loot, crickets, come on. The treasure chests are kind of boring, you know, to a degree. There's some out there that you want and need, but for the most part, it's just not as bountiful as it used to be, I guess is a good way to put it. Okay, now I'm not leaving this cave until I find my bubble frog. And this one, you don't even have to climb up there. You can just simply shoot him down out of the hole there. Sometimes I'll get lucky and I'll hit that loopy, just, you know, randomly swinging a spear. Been a while since I've been able to do that. I really kind of gave up and haven't tried in a long time. But, yeah, I figured why not. Alright, so there's that. Now I definitely want to head back over here. But I'll do that later. So what I guess I'll do for now... For now, I'll just kind of continue on course. And actually, since it is raining, it's probably a great time to go ahead and travel back. Because my next goodie is on top of this tower here. Actually, I think I can reach out with the sky chunk. Oh yeah, neat trick by the way. Notice how I turned on my you know, clouds map, the sky map. And then when I went back to my regular game, it was still the sky map in my mini map. I use that feature a lot. I don't know if I've talked about that yet. So if I want to do something on the ground and I want to know where I'm at relative to the sky island way above me, that's a way you can do that. So, you know, now if you want to change it back, you know, just simply, you know, turn the right map back on. Okay, on my way up I saw a couple of birds, so I'll definitely be killing them on the way back down. Looks like they're already hot on my trail here, which is awesome. I still hear the music. Oh, there he is. Wow, there's quite a few of those guys here. Good for me. Nice. Actually, I don't need to mark that one. Still raining in my game. Alright, before I do this stable, because that's going to be kind of like a whole deal, I'm going to go back and, you know, I just need to validate that. If it's all good in the neighborhood, then I'll just kind of cut all this part of the video out. Oh, I almost forgot the Hudson puzzle anyway. That worked out. I almost forgot about old Mr. Hudson. Shame on me. There goes my horse. That's right. Alright folks, there's Mr. Hudson, satisfied once again. And I don't know where my horse got off to here. There was actually another Hudson puzzle around here. So since I'm kind of backtracking a little bit, I'll hit him as well. I meant to hit that when I was over there at the lake. And while we're here, there's actually a border dispute we could start. And a treasure chest up top side here. Yeah, so that's where we're at there. I'm feeling like it's time for a border dispute. Ooh, there's 2 silvers in this batch. Looks like a couple of soldier 4. Ooh, there's a captain 4 construct. Good, this should be a pretty good fight. Yeah, buddy. They got the bomb barrels involved. I'm glad the tree ran away in terror once those bomb barrels got detonated. Yeah, those Captain 4 constructs, they're no joke. Ah, looks like you won. Oh no, they're still fighting. Okay, so he just broke away. I don't think there's a treasure chest here. It was really just the enemies I was interested in. Monster parts, etc. Alright, now from here I'll go to that Hudson puzzle. What's my horse doing? Okay, yeah, there's a treasure chest here. I think it's a monster chest. Yeah, plenty of soldiers stuff around here. So, you know, your horns, your charges, etc. Alright, and that's where he was. Okay, now I'm going to the present Hudson puzzle. Oh, I missed. Okay, anytime you help a civilian, you'll get some kind of free garbage meal. I shouldn't say it's always garbage. Sometimes you'll get, you know, something useful like stamina. But 9 times out of 10 it's garbage. Alright, guys. Present Hudson puzzle is dead ahead. Now this one is one that I had trouble with, so I'm going to try to do this without, you know, making it troublesome. Alright, so yep, onward to my cave now to double check for Bubble Frog. Looks like there's another bad boy nest here. If it's got a silver, I'm going to go ahead and deal with it. And it does. So yeah, I've really been making it a point to use perfect dodge every time I see a silver. And, you know, I'm still not hitting them all, but I'm definitely doing a lot better than I was, say, just, you know, a couple of weeks ago. And matter of fact, when I put my tutorial out, I was still really struggling with the timing. But again, I just kind of stuck with it, you know. Every chance I get, I whip it back out. And yeah, it's getting better and better. I still don't hit them all, but I probably hit more than I miss now. Whereas, you know, a week ago, I was missing more than I would hit. By far. Oh yeah, and I had a blood moon, so I can actually kill that boss Bob King again. Perfect. That means that silver bobkins now respawned here as well. And he has... I think he's got a bow. No, okay. Thanks, Tulin. Appreciate the fact that you were all over that one. Of course it's long throw. I should have known that. So yeah, I was mentioning, you know, in my little mini castle raid there, but killing all those Stalnoxes and Lynels, a lot of attack power-up was coming my way, so I guess I should have known that the long throws are probably lining themselves up, you know, for the foreseeable future here. And that's okay. I'll just roll with the punches. Okay, I just found the bubble frog. Yeah, I just totally spaced on it. Wow, I didn't even think to look at it, you know, look for it while I was here. Glad I came back. Alright guys, now instead of, you know, riding all the way back over there, I'll just go ahead and cut that part out of the video. But since I had other stuff to do on the way back anyway, it just kind of made sense. So basically, we just made a round robin here. Now before I actually go back to my, you know, stable here, I'm going to hit this little island. There's another Korok Seed here. Since I'm out riding around anyway, you know, doing all this other stuff, might as well hit him while we're at it. And this is a bad boy nest here. Now I hit that in a previous video. But if you're interested, it's there, you know, plus some Korok Seeds in the area. So as you saw, guys, I just shot a bomb arrow at those, so every chance I get, I will absolutely do that. That's a lot of wings and a lot of eyeballs. Oh yeah, and there's another Hudson puzzle over here too. So in addition to that Korok seed, I'll just kind of show you on the map here where we're at. There's that Korok I pinned, and here's our Hudson puzzle. Now this one, we've got lots of building materials over here, so if there's anything you want to build for auto build, or favoriting or whatever, this would be a good spot to do it. All sorts of building materials here. Alright, so enough about that. This Hudson puzzle, it's been a while since I've done this one. Okay, so you can see this isn't super pretty, but it'll get the job done. Okay, so you saw what happened there. I was actually trying to butt that wall up against the pole there, but, it didn't happen. That's okay, but you saw it kind of tried to wobble one way or the other, and that's why I built it the way I did. That's why I said it's not pretty, but it does the job. Okay, now, just so you guys know, sometimes I think these things are timed specific, so I've been here before, and he was not here during the day. I came here at night, and he was here. Now, I don't know if that was a glitch. That's the only time I've ever seen it do that. In any location, for that matter. I've never not seen a Hudson puzzle be where it was supposed to be. Except for one time, like I said, I did see this one not here during the day. So, I don't know if that was a thing or, like I said, just a glitch. And I actually meant to experiment on that again before I did this video. But honestly, I didn't think about it again until just this moment. Alright, so in addition to the Hudson puzzle, we have a Korok seed here. Alright folks, so from here I'm going to go ahead and ski-daddle right on back to where I left off the first time. Heading back toward our stable. Alright guys, now I mentioned a couple of videos ago, the fact that we hadn't done a regional phenomena yet was really starting to hold things up. So now that I've got that done, I can actually do a proper stable tour. So guys, every stable works the same. You get your pony points for turning a horse in. You get your pony points just for discovering the new stable. You get a pony point for sleeping at the stable. But now the sleepover tickets don't work. You have to pay the money for that. But in addition, you can also do little quests. To also earn you a pony point. So for example, this guy here is complaining about some enemies out here in the woods. So I'm going to do that first, and I'll just kind of walk you guys through each little, quest or whatever, little sideshow at the stable here. But another thing that you couldn't do is take the pictures, and I'll demonstrate that here when the time comes, but, now that we can do all that, we'll be right as rain. Oh yeah, perfect dodge. What am I doing? I'm tired. Oops. Come on. Oh. I was just bragging about, you know, how good my timing was, and now I can't hit him to save my life. Alright. So yeah, once you kill all these bad boys here at this nest, it's not really, you know, loot. It's just, you know, you have to kill the enemies. But before I go back to the stable to talk to old boy, I want to get my Korok Seeds. I think there's one here? Yeah. Yeah, so there he is. There's another one around here somewhere too. I think right over here maybe? Right by the river. Yep. Hey, I didn't get a cricket. What's up? And there he is. Okay, so go talk to old boy again. That'll clear the quest. And you'll get your pony point as a reward. 2 pony points for that one. Alright, so once that quest is done, I'm going to absolutely hop down into this well here to get it discovered. And notice there's a quest down here too. Now before I actually go and do the quest part, there's usually pretty good frogs that spawn in here. Endura, for example. Or tireless. I call those Endura. I don't know why, but... Okay, so I was talking about the lady, you know, that you have to talk to sell the wells to, basically. She's actually in this cave, or well. Oh yeah, and sometimes these frogs will keep respawning. So, after I talk to her, I'll try, you know, walking back to the other end of the cave here. And you can find her periodically. The good thing about this quest marker is it'll show you where she's at whenever you want to go get more rupees for whatever wells you've discovered in the meantime. Alright guys, so sometimes I'll get more frogs spawn in, sometimes not. Doesn't look like I'm going to get them this time. And sometimes you can just simply turn around and they'll be there. But not today. Alright guys, so in addition to those 2 quests, every stable is going to have a pen. So now this one actually kind of takes us way out and a ways from the stable, so I'm going to do him last. But remember before we did the regional phenomena, there was a note here, and it said something blah blah blah, the proprietor or something, the manager, I can't remember. But basically you couldn't do anything, but now that we've got the regional phenomenon, we can do it. So simply look at the board, you know, activate it. And then that'll kind of prompt a side quest here. And he's going to tell you he wants a very specific picture. And this one in particular, he wants a picture of the gigantic ring island. That's this great big structure here from Kakariko Village. Okay, and guys, it doesn't have to be perfect. The good thing about already having the quest activated before you go to take your picture is you can rest confident you either are or are not getting a picture. So now notice I don't have any little red quest marker on this photo. That means this will not satisfy the quest. So even though I'll have the ring in the photo, that will not work. So what we have to do is get a better vantage point and make sure that that little red, you know, bubble shows up inside our photograph to make sure, you know, it's going to be acceptable for the game. Okay, notice how I've got that, you know, the quest marker showing up now, Ring Ruins. So that basically means this photo will satisfy the quest. Okay, once you got your photo, simply warp back to our shrine. Oh, I didn't get the shrine. I'm a genius. There's a shrine in these woods. I meant to activate the travel gate, but since I didn't, I'm going to have to get their other means. Alright guys, since I'm detouring around anyway, I figured I might as well show you another well. This was kind of on the way back from where I had to warp to, so I figured why not. And there's also another bad boy nest out here in these trees somewhere. Actually, I think you can see it there. I'll go ahead and hit that, you know, on the way back also. In that shrine, I think it's like closer to this area, give or take. Okay, so now this, I think it's a Yiga. I don't think there's really anything else down here. Actually, I thought there was a treasure chest down here. Or maybe you get that after you do this. So if you like sneak striking, guys, this is the weapon for you. You know, I know it's not impressive, attack power 6, whatever. Tip it real good, and it is a beast for sneak striking. So now, you know, if I really wanted to, I'd break that, you know, go get the pristine version later. Which, you know what, since I'm talking about it, why not? Maybe I'll demonstrate that at some point, but it is a beast. I think it's like double whatever the normal sneak strike, which is already triple. It's pretty insane. Alright, so yeah, no treasure chest, I guess. I could have sworn there was one down here. Maybe I'm thinking of one that was topside. Okay, that was it. For whatever reason, I thought that was down in that cave there. Alright, once you get your rupees, go ahead and head back toward our stable there. Now notice the bomb barrels on this one, so this is quite a nest. And from what I remember, this loot is not worth the trouble. But I'm going to do it anyway for the monster parts. And I am not messing around with this one, because I remember I got tossed in this one pretty good with those 2 silver lizzles. The 2 silver lizzles in and of themselves aren't terrible, it's more the fact that they have bomb barrels at their disposal. Yeah, that caused a lot of problems. Man, I need to get that shield off, because every time I miss, it's getting in my way. There we go, jeesh. Had to work for that one. I keep backflipping instead of side hopping, which means I'm not lined up right. So apparently I've got some more practice to do on where the Lizzles are concerned. Now, since they're silvers, they should be holding pretty good weaponry. So, you know, if you don't mind the stick stuff, take a look and see whatever they were holding. You know, actually you might want to check all the weapons here, just... some people like those for thunderstorms especially. I prefer the Zonite stuff, but those gnarled wooden things, they actually hold up pretty good, so... Either way, just make sure you got something available for Thunderstorm. Alright guys, so that was the bad boy nest. I'm just picking up some random lootables here on the way to that shrine there. Alright, once we got our shrine activated, now we can finally go back to our stable and turn in our picture. Whoops. Can't remember what beetle sells here. Let's take a quick look. Alright guys, to do the quest here, you need to wait until you get to this side of the counter. Put up a picture. Okay, so yeah, that also earns you a pony point, putting up a picture there. So, you can see I just got some kind of silly meal, but... there you have it, folks. There's your picture. Now, every stable has one, and they're all different, you know, as far as whatever pictures they want. Alright, now, I said the last thing I would do here would be to talk to Penn there, and that's going to be a little side quest that's going to take us way out and away from the stable. So, you know, make sure you're done with whatever you want to do here. Now that we got the stable activated, or the shrine activated, it's no big deal. I thought that dude was sitting in the bathroom there for a second. I had a double take. That is nuts. Whenever he stands up, I'm going to see if there's a hole in that bench. Alright, so yeah, go ahead and talk to Penn here. Missing farm tools. Now this one is time consuming. I mean, there's things you can do to speed it up. You know, you can build some fans and a control stick on this thing. Or you can just let it float down the river like I do. Okay, so go ahead and talk to old boy here. You saw the princess. You saw the princess. Okay, after all that jibber jabber, go ahead and talk to him one more time so you can take him. Okay, so now, like I said, you can speed this up. They actually provide the materials for this one. Just make sure this is center mass, you know, you're hitting that snap point. Otherwise your boat won't steer very good. I'm gonna take care of a couple of Korok Seeds while we're right here. And if we're quick about it, the boat won't get too far away from us. Okay, so what we're looking for is this tree right here. Should be a Korok Seed right there. Okay, so there's him. And there's one more Korok Seed right here. Okay, looks like he's moving good. That boat is moving so slow, it's still not even here yet. So yeah, guys, you have plenty of time to do that. The 2 Korok Seeds are on the way. Okay, don't forget your treasure chest there, just to kind of show you on the map what we did. That was the one in the tree. I need to find my friend, was right about there. And treasure chest right there. Alright guys, now you can see I'm approaching this pier. At some point the game will take over, so you don't have to worry about parking it or anything, it'll just kind of grab itself. This is pin me to here, so it's not like you have to travel all the way back to the stable. And that concludes the side quest. Now, he's important because this is working on our frog suit. So yeah, I'm just going to start hitting stables. You know, do all the little side quests, do the pin. And that'll really accelerate us toward that frog suit. Alright guys, as you can see there's a bunch of random lootables here on this island. It's like one of everything or something, I don't know, but just, you know, random stuff. And don't step in her flowers, she gets angry, just like before. So that's pretty much it for this little island. There's still some more goodies around here. There's a Korok Seed here. Wait, here. Hudson Puzzle here. Korok Seed down here. So yeah. This one's a lot like that other one I did. Alright, another satisfied President Hudson. So from here... Okay, yeah, it's definitely over here. Now there's another little side quest here, and since we're here I might as well just go ahead and take care of it. Wow, it sure takes a lot of swings when you're not all decked out in your arm-up, suit-up, and eat-up. Of course it's long throw. Why do I even check? Alright, guys. And I got sidetracked a little bit there, but here's that side quest I was talking about. Hey, green rupee. It wasn't a cricket. Alright, now this is timed, so you gotta be ready to go with Ultra Hand. And guys, this is tough. Alright, so I mentioned it was timed, so, you know, if you try to pick them up one at a time and put them in the basket, it's never gonna work. It's just too, you know, too lengthy. So what I do is make sure you don't have your ruby shield equipped here so you can actually stand on your ice cubes. What I like to do is kind of start on the way out and work my way in. And if you can just fuse them all to each other, then you can put them in the basket in one big clump. And it speeds it way up. Okay, you see we've already killed some time and we're not even the majority of the way done here yet. Uh-oh. I think I got them all. I don't see anything else lighting up in the water. Once you've got your clump, go ahead and... Okay, that can happen. That's okay. We got a little extra time for that. But once they're all in the basket there, you are good to go. Well. Alright guys, now I think there's another Korok Seed here. Maybe not. Actually, I think that was what I was thinking of. There was the puzzle. Actually, there is one more Korok Seed, and then there's a bad boy nest, and then I'll go ahead and conclude video. I know this one's been going on a minute. So, randomstuff.com. Okay, just to show you the map where I'm at this point. This is the bad boy nest I'm interested in. Preferably not where I'm, you know, getting myself hit in the process. Okay, that should have taken care of all the armor. Nobody wants a bomb barrel spear. Alright. Thought the loot was better here. Long throw, baby! Bring it on!